I am here vibing with another one of Jamaica's supremely talented musical sons. A songwriter, engineer, producer, DJ, and selector. His parents named him Matthew Thompson, but we know him as
Esco, aka the Shaka, you know what I mean?
Esco.
Respect my general.
All is well, sir.
Appreciate it. And
Young King.
I mean.
A jive, man. You know what I think about. Bad thing. After we step out in our black
Full.
and
Full, you know what I say? Big up to everybody watching, because you know, it's a pleasure to be here, my G.
mad thing, bro. Man.
Teach them. Always make sure the message I reach them.
Yeah, bro. It's all is well.
Yeah, man, today I give thanks for life as usual, you know what I say? Talking Productions, a new thing, and you know what I say? We have some good releases from the year start. So today a
Talking
great
production.
fun, bro.
Mad thing.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah.
Talk to us though, bro. Early life. Place of birth.
Yeah, so in Kingston, to be honest, I was growing up by a single mom, so you know, we flowed from the Crossroads area, go around to the Augustown area, go around to the Stone Hill area. You know what I mean? Big up my mother Marlene, and she really fight and take care of us. So I mean, to be honest with you, it's not like life was a struggling at the early MG. We give thanks to my mother to the fullest for that. But it still took it to a nice journey where we prepare ourselves for life same way.
That's what the old man did there.
You know, rest in peace, my old man Errol Thompson. Was one of the great radio disc jocks of his time. You know, he was, from what I hear, similar to me. You know, hanging around the musical circles, writing them songs there, playing the music. I don't know if he recorded any songs. You know, he died when I was 3 years old, so I didn't really get much time with him.
Okay, my condolences, bro.
Yeah, man. But you know, I mean, from that we learn, and you know, his influence still was steadfast through our parents and stuff. So it was, you know, we still got a feel for who he was.
Yeah. How many siblings?
That I know about. Because you know the general, you know. Well, I know I have 4 brothers that I know about. 3 from Sister Marcia's side.
Okay.
And then my brother Vernon, who is in the army.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's Marcus, there's Johans, there's Errol Thompson Jr., there's Matthew,
Yeah.
which is me, and then you have Vernon.
Okay. So just brothers.
So far.
Okay.
So far.
Yeah, but you said that growing up from a financial perspective, things never so bad.
Yeah, I mean, and I make sure to tell everybody across, you know, like when as an artist you come through, them feel like, you know, every artist may have come from a struggle or separation, you know, and some of us, we have to give our parents credit, and as even nowadays artists, the young youth, them, I mean, you know, you must really give credit to your parents.
That's
and
it,
people
see
feel
it,
like,
see it.
you know, that's the only way you come up in music is through struggle and thing, and sometimes your family set it for you. There are times when your family believe in you.
Schooling though, where the man go school.
All right, so I'm start out at St. Margaret's Basic School.
Okay.
That was on Hope Road, and then from there I go down to Woolmer's. And then from Woolmer's, I pass for Woolmer's and Campion. My parents would not let me go to Woolmer's. So, you know what I mean, my grades was good enough so I could choose at the time.
Campion youth.
Yeah, so Campion we end up coming to you.
Bright boy.
Well, we give thanks for Campion. You know, Campionites are, I would say, rounded people.
Rounded
We don't want to brag upon no school or brag upon nobody else's school.
Rounded.
Campionites are very rounded people.
Yeah. Nice man.
Yeah, man. Cool, man, bro.
And while it's in school, you played.
Basketball, I play actually national basketball and play football a little bit. And then make the national team, I got called.
For basketball?
For both.
Yeah?
Yes, I was at camp and we played the Pepsi, the Colts, the Manning.
Keeping.
Yes. Keep it. You know what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But you did very good then, bro, man.
What I find myself is just a person who like to immerse himself in anything and be good at anything.
And excel.
What I'm doing. Yeah, that's really it. I enjoy all facets of life. So you know, if it's little ball, little tennis, little race, but basketball and football is really where I have my prowess still, you know?
Yeah.
Bad.
You did bad.
Yeah, I could have reached the NBA too if I try.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I went on to college, played national for Jamaica, and then music just kind of tugged me away
Hold
from
on,
all
so
that.
slow back down a little bit. College, talk to me about that.
So after I left Campion, I went to do some high schooling at JP Taravella in Florida.
Yeah.
Further my basketball skills in the American settings, because there are entirely different settings in America, you know, the summer leagues and stuff like that. So after that, now I took the SAT and went to the LSU.
Yeah?
Over in Louisiana.
Louisiana State.
Yeah, beautiful. You know what I mean? And I met so many rappers and so many people through playing basketball too. And that kind of even further grew my hunger for this whole music thing, because Sister Marcia being an artist, you saw it early, you know what I mean? And of course, me and Left Side, our thing was how we came up and did the whole industry was different from our parents, but the fact that we saw their professionalism and their demeanor and their approach. So when I was in college, it's like I couldn't stay, bro.
Couldn't stay. So like you not finish?
No, I tried. No, I never finished. I stopped after 2 years with a Black Scholarship Award after 2 years. And it was going really good for me, you know, my bro. That's why, I mean, I really know that I was to be in dancehall music, because there was, no matter how well I was doing in those arenas, it's like
dancehall at top
still, still juggle, still race, still write, still build some beats, still, you know what I mean?
What was your course of study at LSU?
It was information science, which is now, I guess, IT.
Information technology.
Yeah, and I was also doing mass communication. Because, you know, we still try to follow up in a daddy footsteps, so I say, little mass communication for the radio and thing. And it did come working handy with a little bit of my radio career.
We saw that. You said mommy was an artist.
Stepmom.
Stepmom?
Yeah, my real mom owns this establishment. She's in beauty.
Yeah.
She helped me with my makeup store.
Stepmom was in music. You care to share who is that?
Marcia Griffiths. Marcia Griffiths, the great queen of reggae. You know, still a powerful influence with you to this day.
The greatest, sir.
Yes, the greatest.
The real queen.
Yeah, the real queen.
Man, bad thing, man.
Yeah.
So now, growing up, you were doing well academically based on Campion and LSU and everything else.
And I want to stop and say that again, for sure. Say, there are various people in dancehall music who, you understand? So for the youths, them who feel like, okay, because me I do IT and because me I do if you write a song, them if you have a musical talent, if you can build a beats, them if you have a knack for management, only for smart people in the industry.
Many smart people in the industry,
exactly,
bro.
Exactly.
Because there's some stereotype around the thing at all the time.
Which we have break, because the industry need more thinkers.
Yeah, man. So so now you were excelling academically.
Yeah.
At which age and stage do you really start discover the music that were in you?
Well, we are juggling from high school, you know.
From high school.
In a sound, Dirty Dozen.
So you started out first as a selector.
Yes, sir.
What led to that?
Well, just my crony them and my friends them getting into the thing, and of course me having a musical background and knowing 1 and 2 artists as a juvenile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of them I look 1 year as a prospect and say, you know, so him can probably get 2 of the dub them and 2 of the thing them, and so you start to hang around and you know what I mean, you learn from this one and you learn from that one, and then actually David Packer, that is Rebecca Packer, that's the wife of Shaggy. Her little brother and I were close in high school, good bridging, and he used to just allow, David is actually responsible for my song career, because he actually just gave me a console with 2 turntables every evening and said, let's go practice, bro. Let's practice. All him have it in my room and I use it, and he must have said, practice. Even when he wasn't home, bro.
You know, practice.
Yes, I mean, talking now, I kind of realized that, that man there,
a lot.
Start in a sound thing, cause but that's where I started, bro, as a selector.
So now, starting as a selector then, when did you actually start pushing, to do it as a professional thing?
Right. While being a selector, and of course, I travel here and there with Sister Marcia. We meet up with Left Side and stuff.
So you used to go on the road with the Queen?
Yes, and some I give thanks to my mother too, and for the ladies watching, it's good when 2 women can be responsible and put aside their differences and allow the kids to grow together, because that's what brought me and my brother so close. That's also what influenced us. That's what influenced me, because my mom and sister Marcia never have no beef. So every summer I was with them. I got to see her on tour from the likes of Tiger to Berries to everybody, Bojo.
A long time immersing, I think, bro, man.
Yeah, from a young man I see it, my bro. So it kind of resting on my subconscious while me forward.
Yeah, man. Selected we are talking about.
Yeah. All right.
Talk to me about that.
I can keep it, the track going. So when we link up with Left Side now, realize we have common interests and thing, and of course me, they're more of an uptown front and side.
Right.
And he was more musical and doing more work with his father. So, we kind of just sharing each other's career at the moment, and him start to roll with me in the sound thing, and we just end up just blend.
How early you knew him though? Along?
We knew him from very young, cause I mean from we are in the 10 and 11 when we are going, we don't know ourselves. We see each other as the kids and Tommy and Noel and the whole crew. So, but when we come to know ourselves now in the teenage years now, I realize, as big man, we have the common interest them now. We start to do our own thing and link,
You guys eventually became A-grade selectors especially in an uptown circuit.
Yes.
Which sounds were you guys around though, are working on?
Well, I mean, the greats at the time, you know, the Renaissances, the Matarans, the Firelinks, you know what I mean?
So it was more freelancing, it's one like on a resident pan of sound.
Yeah, we
we just go match up the party them.
Yeah, we're actually on a sound system and it was doing well for us in the uptown circuit as you're saying, but to transcend to the whole island, which, you know, every selector should aspire to do. It's not just about being in one area, one facet. You try to grow to every area so that you is, like a Mataran or like a Lynx, you become the island-wide selector. Likewise, you thing get export to foreign. So, at them time, they were on a sound and it really couldn't transcend us to that level. So we decided.
What was the name of that sound though?
That was Syndicate sound.
Syndicate?
Yeah, so big up to Arif. Cooper,
yeah.
Zachary Harding, you know what I mean, Richie West, the whole gang, because those people are an intricate part of our musical history.
So after Syndicate now, what was the next
left
step?
side of Esco now.
Oh,
okay. As actually, as I said, without bragging, the first sound duo that there really was, like a first popular sound duo.
Before
like
Raza and Biggie and them and
Yeah, man, Raza and Biggie, those are my bros too, man.
Right.
But I think they will even tell you they took influence because at them time there was really only solo selectors.
Right.
So because a peer a youth left now and start do for them thing, it was like, okay.
The left side and Esco was born.
Through Sharonberg to in Sharonberg's
True
office.
solid.
Yes. Yes.
How would that reach out?
Mama Sharon, huh?
Oh.
Well, you know, Sharon is the mother of the industry. So even from back in the days, you know, Sister Marcia, Uncle Light Park, so forth, you know, they are ingratiated there. So once the youths them come up and have talent, you know, Sharon, she don't miss talent. So she has said, hey, you guys, what are you doing over there? let me see if we can turn it into some money or something serious. You know, being kids have people who, even though I wasn't fully Marcia's son, but the story was there. So.
Mad thing, man. So left side and Esco became a thing.
Top duo.
I didn't even know it was official from so early, like through Sharonberg and stuff.
Basically from almost teenage days, you can call it, my G.
Mad thing, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why we do this. I learned.
I mean, that's why a lot of people will tell you, say them distraught about the group splitting because they know if you're good while, you know?
So left side and Esco, you know, a shell party here, there and everywhere.
Shell party, Sumfest, Sting, you know what I mean, Ras, the ATI, the Dream, because we still existed up.
Who was mixing?
Time. Both
of you mix and talk.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we always share knowledge amongst one another and I teach each other. Left side teach me a whole heap. And then once me get a grasp of something, you know, maybe show him a couple of things and show him say, you know, you know.
Right. So selecting now became a part of your life.
Yeah.
That is, and
it took us into a professional league.
Yes.
That's what actually drama was.
Let me ask you a question though, because what was Mommy's reaction to, I mean, the Senegal champion, the Senegal LSU, like, what go on? Was there any pushback from Mommy?
There was encouragement to finish school, like most parents, you know. I think in my case, what made my mother ease up and say, all right, yeah, I waste little of my money, you know, I'm pay piece of the US already, but is when, you know, we were on billboards, like she was driving now and I don't reach from school yet, I'm coming home this summer.
Right.
And before I reach, the
shows
billboard
them
up and she said, but wait, yeah, star, I say, you know, we are doing thing, mommy, you know, we still climb the ladder, but we are doing thing. And she said, okay, let me see what go on this summer and thing. And that summer was the summer where we forward and never touch back.
Which summer was that?
That was about, that summer 99?
99. Before me forget, because something, Real Mona, you used to keep for them.
Yeah, me used to keep for Real Mona with you.
I'm going to clear up that part, you might laugh. You got called for national basketball and football.
Yes, my G. Respect, man.
Big brother. So summer 99.
And all heap of the artists them was
a baller. Yeah, man. Enough of them a baller, man. Quality baller to bad. So 99, you forward back home when you go back to school.
Yeah.
Left side and Esco there road.
Left side and Esco there road. Can't go back. Can't go back. Too much bookings, too much requests. You know what I mean? And left side there, and I said, bro, if you go back in there, bro, man, I tell you now, I'm gonna vex. So I said, all right, you know, my G. And he was really the one to give due props.
Right.
He was really the one that was encouraging You know what I mean? He had that confidence to say, bro, I'm here, we out there on our own. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I needed that at the time.
You needed that. Makes sense. So now you guys kept on growing.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, became A-list selectors and the thing.
Yeah, and that was a blessing too, and that's what ended up now fueling the transition towards production.
Young legends.
Yeah, because we're doing the dub plate thing and we're doing the way, and then there's only a certain set of artists supporting us. Now big up to Bounty Killer, Ellie, Elephant Man, Marshall, Cartel. You know what I mean? So we had a certain set of artists supporting us, but we couldn't really get much support from other artists, so we couldn't tell why.
So because I was the Alliance man, my dog brother, I guess, we don't know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, you can look and say probably is that, but most selectors would agree to say we get pushing at the umbrella there. Because the man they give you strength first, because them man they answer the call and like the idea first. You understand? And a man say, yo, them man they say and them thing, and them man they say, and them man they say. And most selectors will agree, say it's just because we are give to strength to who they are give strength first.
So you guys were only juggling around use of clash?
No, we didn't do any clashing.
Okay, just a party sound.
Thing. Yeah, party sound. You know what I mean? The sound I was on before was a clash sound.
At Syndicate?
Dirty Dozen. Before
Dirty Dozen?
Syndicate, yes. I was drafted from a clash sound. That's what gave me the edge. You know, as an uptown youth to have the edge now. Yeah, man, that's something there.
So after Syndicate, you guys were actually on a sound or is just go shell a party there?
After Syndicate, a straight duo. Straight duo. And from there, so now, we reached top tier selecting and then couldn't get much dub plate and thing. And also the need to be creative. There was a time when, as every selector know, everybody have the same thing, everybody have play the same thing. Especially when you reach on the big level with all the big guns, everybody got the dubs. So we had to do that different thing, that creative thing now, which started to make us create remix beats, do our own thing, sing our own dub plate, you know, sing an inch of your artist here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's how it started, bro. All generic, you know. I mean, once you, you know, to the youths them I watch, it's like once you do something, if you play ball, if you play basketball, everything is like develop your right hand, develop your left hand, develop your left foot.
Balance both legs.
And that going carry you. You don't know where it's going to carry you, you know. But it's going to carry you.
So production came out, was born out of the fact that the dub plate thing did kind of set a yeah, not to get creative.
Find a different hand for use.
Oh, so it wasn't deliberately going to get up and say, yo, you know, I'm going to do some production. You guys are practically let down that path.
Yeah, and I would say this too. Of course, left side, being a drummer, was involved in production because at the time he was building a lot of the beats. For Scatter Them. The early Kings of Kings beat. Blaze up the Chalawa and all of them things. He was doing them things behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
So while we are selecting thing, you know, we are drive the dog or the session them and I do him little thing and the dog will break me off a piece of food and we are go through the same way. You understand? So as we said to the youth them is like it's all generic when you're just trying to do the maximum thing with your craft.
So did you guys decide now to just stop the selecting thing and just take on producing, or you know, did that juggle both of them?
I'm saying everything kind of leading to the next, because we did juggle selecting up until we couldn't do it anymore. So we end up doing some creative dub plate now, and then one of those, when we play them, that was just with us alone. Everywhere we go now, it'll get the reaction from the people.
Okay.
You understand? So it came down to a one Campion barbecue where we go back now to the, you understand? We go back and say we are shell the home school now. And the kids are saying, want to the song, we want to always play. Want to that thing, they want to always play. So we decided to play it and then come to the front of the stage now and sing it.
Oh.
You understand? So it happened, I tell you, so I just Jah works, my G.
Jah works, man.
Jah works, man, along the way and along the trail, and he just trying to be the best he can be.
Which tune is that?
It's a song where Left Side is actually imitating some artists. I don't know if you know it. I don't want nobody to dig it up.
I know passa thing.
We don't want them to dig it up.
It's a very creative chat, that, bro.
It is, you know, I say, G.
Video
but, you know,
creative, everything.
But I don't know if this ever happened to you yet, where you look back on a couple of pictures where your parents show you, where your people them show you when you're young, and you just know, so you just swear, say you're at them time, but you know, as a G, I look back and I say, Chano.
Yeah.
And somebody dressed or somebody looking.
No, but that didn't beat at the time.
Of course. So
passa thing was the first.
So passa thing was the thing where when we had do it now, it had get the forward. Even when it play, it get the forward, and then when we sing it, it get the forward. No, so Of course, right. That's
I watch a video about this man, you know.
serious. you plan it out.
But
man.
left side just up like whole life out there, brother. One thing, man.
Yeah, man. That was a
So
good
that
vibe.
was a song that led to the transition now
That was
becoming
the
more and
transition
more.
song. Yeah, big up to Birch. You know, Birch, because at the end of the day, producers weren't giving a selector a chance to sing nothing.
Right.
You understand? And Birch was like, what? That's creative, you know?
Creative bad man.
Get the night. So we did
As a
it.
matter of fact, so creativity was when I have a passa part two.
Yeah, we do.
Eventually down
We
the
do.
road.
Yeah, man,
Eventually down the road.
We do. You know?
See? So now, as I said, passa
I was a thing in that
was a
day, that's
thing.
for sure. Man. It was a thing with G, man.
So now when I realize that, okay, the artist thing, something in it for it too.
Something like
So production, artist thing, a billion now. I want to
Yes.
create young legends, record label.
yeah.
Whose brainchild was it? Or it was just a 50-50 partnership
Yeah,
thing?
everything. I mean, I feel like when a group split, people try to
Separate the thing
do
there.
that thing there. You know? I mean, what we can say about Left Side and Esco as a group, everything was very unified, very fair.
Very fair.
You
bro.
understand? The differences that we have had nothing to do with like,
business.
Yeah, or a great level of dishonesty or a man. You understand? It wasn't.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that. You guys out a transition into mainstream dancehall as artists now.
Yeah. Which people will talk different things on different interviews because some people might say, oh, I'm saying this and that, but you know, it depends on the narrative at the time.
Right.
It depends on the mood at the time. It also depends on who we're talking. You know, in this case, Maji, I would have said when those songs started to take off, I personally wasn't ready.
You weren't ready.
Yeah. And the reason I relay that now to a lot of people because sometimes somebody see your growth and wonder why you didn't do this or why you didn't do that. Likewise, people who try to get into music think that when an artist break, them have it all together. You understand? Them think the Shensi as the TJs, the Ray or whoever, you know, the Skangs or everybody. When them catch the
Them
song,
ready, make.
them feel like everything's going perfect and everything right. We're still dealing with things, we still are grow. When you see we are push out a high level, you have to give it more respect because we're still facing things that regular people face. We still have families, we still have troubles, we still have a woman, then we still have a way, we still have growth in the industry, we still have things to learn about performance, about with talent, with vocal. So at that time when we caught those passa things, songs and them songs, I personally,
You weren't ready.
yeah, I don't think I was.
What would you have done differently though? Versus
I
now?
wouldn't have done anything differently because it was a really good time, G. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't draw anything from the success.
But you
from the
just
vibe.
wasn't ready.
Mentally, I feel like I could have been
More prepared for.
broader. I feel like I could have been broader. I mean, of course, me is studied now, I'm more experienced now. But I feel like I could have been broader. I've seen people execute at a higher level at that age too. So looking back, I look at me and say, maybe mentally, I was doing everything else right.
Right,
But maybe
but
mentally, you know?
Mr. the Pre, man.
Yeah.
Mr. the Pre.
Yeah.
Which was this, well, I don't know if another song came or it was a production came that really and truly propelled Left Side of Esco now into mainstream dance. All the people I say, yo, we have to take them unit serious.
Right, well, I mean, we had a great respect from the industry, you know, because I must say, like, the very first Vibes Cartel song that he tried to do on a 24-track tape, Left Side and I was the people them who they believe and say, we are going to jammies and get this man a vocal. You understand, like, Bounty Killer and them thing there is like, separate from the Renaissances, we were like the next set of uptown people who were doing creative things with him vocal and him dub them and him ting them, you know. So at all times we had a great respect. So people took us seriously, but then as we said, when you look at the journey of music, people feel like everything come together at once. After that, Meji, it took a next
After passa thing?
Yeah, take a little dip on the roller coaster ride, you know, because maintenance is one thing. Transitioning. My man used to play a song, them now, man used to play with you as selector, now play a song.
Yeah.
Cause you got an artistry now. You understand? So we had to end up playing a song there, man. You know, it was proving a little tricky, you know what I mean, to decide that, because, you know, people still wanted you to play more, because we were still kind of bigger playing. The younger generation knows that, oh, the man them tough and them are forward up as artists, but who know we professionally from we are teenagers and say, yo, juggle, you know. So, you know, we started playing our own songs and we started doing our own thing, and then now you know, left side, I say, yo, you know, can't bother with the playing no more or anything, and you know, that was the first time we kind of like semi-different in opinion, because I was like, yo, I could go and play still, you know what I mean?
Until.
But I'm always more logical and business and I mean, I say, all right, the money them and the bookings them and the thing them, you know? But rightfully so, which I realize now, you know what I mean? It was a little bit more irrational with belief. So it was like, yo, even if we're not gonna make the money and thing, but of course, then again, he was a drummer and he must, you know what I mean? So he did have like an income stream, which, you know, it wasn't a big deal at the same time. So it was like, yo, you know, I could just stop play and try off on the thing, you know?
Mr. both side of the thing still.
Yeah, of course. And I went with Theme Chat, because after a while I'm thinking about it, I was like, yo, you know what, the dog right, I could just push, we believe, you know what I mean? We believe.
Yes.
So, when that happened now, my G, I guess you know the roller coaster get a little bit difficult because we didn't, like some other people now and some of the industry progress after, selector can play and sing now.
Right.
The industry never depend that. Radio, sound, everybody was screaming, conflict of interest, everybody has say, yo, no, that not gonna work, it can't work, it style. So, right then and there, it took a little dip, my G, and you know, we had to go back into doing some bands work for Wayne Marshall bands, and you know, we were in martial art bands with Siran.
What were you doing in the band?
I was doing additional keyboards and samples, yeah, drum machine.
Mad thing, man. so left side of drummer, and you had band keys.
Yeah.
In a Marshall.
Additional keys. Serrani.
Serrani was the man.
Keyboard player. You understand? So you see how much history I give the people them about who is who and who forwarding from where.
I learn the
records. Yeah, man. You know, in other words, when you see, and people for know this too, when you see the people in a dance hall and you see them up there and they make it, don't take it light. Don't take no man in a dance hall light.
Lot of struggle and journey.
Reach. Whether it's 1 song, 2 song, 3 song, 4 song, don't take nobody light. Because the journey is always there to support it for sure. Say, this person deserve what they got.
Word of wisdom, that brother.
Yeah, man.
So the struggles came after the initial breakout success type of
Right,
vibe.
so it's like you get a touch of selector success, you get a touch of the little artist success and thing, and it's like, yeah, say, all right, then we could go in it full, and then right then and there, here comes more trial for you to prove yourself, here comes more resistance, here comes people who used to support you now, feel like you leave out of freedom zone, so that, you know, the support became a little difficult.
Yeah.
You know, but after that, we did some bands work, you know what I mean? We played there, we got that kind of experience too, and you know, we still tried out with the selector thing for a little bit while playing the bands. But then at the time we just decided, yo, we are go feet.
Full time?
Yeah, because we went away to do some shows with Killer one time. In DC, a small East Coast.
Bands work? Or
Yeah,
selector
bands work, man. Bands work, Marshall and the on the show too.
Oh, okay.
So, we're out there now and me and left side forwarding and this side say, you know, a big dance that keep the night. And we are saying, no, we don't want Mr. Dance and we're out of the country for so long. We are saying, yo, straight to the dance. I'm going to the dance and you know, we're going there now, play a 1 round and we decide to say, you know, because we only play a 1 round, we just lift out 1 bag and leave suitcase, record box, ray, everything, keyboard, instrument, everything.
Disappear.
In a car. Yeah. And that was the next transition point now. So sometimes life hit you with something and it's like, force a transition. So right then and there we lost all of them records there, all of them something there, all of them thing there. You know what I mean? We did make some, you know, we have the plug them, so we make some plug and get back the thing them. But by them time we done say, you know what? This coming like the sign. So we are gonna just go fully in it. And at that point now my G got difficult financially. Me and you know, we moved the studio to a place up in a Jack's Hill. You know, me and the G share a spot and the parents upstairs and it get rough. You know, me I say the rent and the rain and the tear, some young youth when just touch 20 and you understand? We have cars already and you understand? These payments and these things they get rough. You know, so we have to start make some little hustle fly out here and there and hustle fly out and meanwhile we are do them little thing you know, same man them way, you know, strengthening our sound thing and no way and thing and who play bands for end up now come and give you back a strength you know. So it's like even today, it's like people love to say, yo, dancehall is this kind of industry. Dancehall is an industry of strength, you know. And I hope it comes back around to that, because every man dark and bad now, but it's a thing where it work well when everybody give everybody strength, because the waves are bigger. So anyway, everybody start to give back a strength now. And of course, me on left side where, you know, spend time together like brother now, every day at the same yard. And you know what I say? So me and the dog I joke constantly and I ramp and I do things and I get creative. Here comes throwback Giggy now, you know.
Throwback
so
Giggy.
Yeah, we just knock some beat and
5.
well, 05 is when it come out.
Okay.
But it in a creation from before that.
Okay.
So, you know, we do everything and we not throwback Giggy and we did it now, and here comes Teacher now. Cartel now, of course, you know. Cartel hot now and stuff, and you know, it's a man where strangely enough somewhere or the other him never leave you out. Yeah, so it's like you might can't get your strength or you might can't get it for a while or you might, you know, out of the link for a while, but somewhere somehow
that was circle back
and give the strength, you know. So you end up you a link now one morning boy at the 6 o'clock me and him buy some Heineken and left side of sleeve and him forward and say, I want to work on and thing, I'm gonna drop the Giggy and thing, and him I say, no, bro, I lie. Boom, Craig wake up same time and boom, we get the Cartel first one.
Run the place. I never run the place.
Yeah,
run the place. But I saw it.
Sorry, run the place.
Yeah, man, run.
Run the place was the song. And we get that now, and you know, being selectors and of course people will know about creativity.
So hold on, are the first man voice on the rhythm?
Yeah. Can remember say we have played the G-dub then.
Right.
Me personally, because I know left side being more the creative man at the time.
Right.
I used to take the vocal then.
Okay.
So me take probably over 40 or 50 for the dog. 45s, vocals, because that man vice man rapid. So I recorded like engineered over 40 of the song them and thing. So I would G like that, you know. So we have a rhythm, strength. So him shut on first, and of course when we get that now, being selectors, we know the power. So we start to load the rhythm, you know, Marshall and, you know, we link up Tommy, you know, and
Busy.
Marshall and Tommy never them together them time there, you know what I mean, separate, Busy
and Tommy.
And you know, we take time with Ellie. Ellie was almost the second or third to on the rhythm too and thing. Just the same, you know, same thing,
right.
The same goodness we're showing to them, the same thing the man them come show, you know. So we got to about 6 or 7 songs, so we decided to say, yeah, we have a nice project and thing. And, you know, when, at the time, to put out a juggling them numbers, they were small, so we had to add on some songs, so we decided so we had to talk on a song too, you know.
Talk the belly.
Yeah.
Pony dead then.
Yeah, so we ended up talk on a song and drop the beat rhythm, and of course left side going for do hustling and everything, and we did it on the ground and go and be all the rhythm that start to catch fire, you know. Based off of, you know, all strangely enough it's like some selectors and some radio people, and we're still on our side as selectors,
okay.
You know. The fact that, but enough people never know the song was us. So the strength, the fact say, oh, the selectors come out with a rhythm, guitar strength, it good, it bad, it rain, but then now our song I get juggled.
Right.
And you know, it have no ID on it, you know, say left side nor Esco on it, we intentionally, because we are saying, we now make nobody know, say how because we fight it, we've seen this resistance, people see say you're talented, and when you're making them know, say it's you, it's like, whoa. You know, them are well back the thing, so.
So not deliberately not brand the song then?
Deliberately brand the song. Song start to take off my G, and of course, 1 and 2 people, you know, the Sunshines, the Big A, big up to them people, big up to Big A all day, every day. Those people know, as real people in the industry, start to reach out and say, yo, you guys doing good work, this song, it'll go on, you know, right. So from this, you know, playing on radio and all them things, you know, more artists start here, more artists start to call till Bulby call me with Bujo on the line and go around and Bujo now. And, you know, I get the vocal and bring it back around, I call left side and tell him, say Bujo voice and Ray and then book him, take it and I say, come back in. And, you know what I mean? All joy and vibe, my G. And, you know, from this, you know, you know, we just hit the runway and take off.
Big rhythm with big artists, with big song, big juggling, brother.
Yeah, with all heap of dues paid though, you know what I mean? In other words, like, a man gonna feel like, say, you just get them things they never get. You know, all heap of years and dues pay in general. So at that time it was like, you know, it was one of the best moments in my life to see so much hard work and struggle.
Pay off.
Yeah.
Or start to pay off.
Start to pay off.
Whose idea was it to rerun the Giggy door, left side?
Yeah man, them Mondays are old school. you know, an old school kind of head. The man they are dealing with.
I must say great line and daddy, you know, old school and old school daddy, you know. So.
Yeah, so the man was always into them level they are dancehall and he's a drummer.
Right.
So the groove them and the thing.
The groove, right.
Yeah, man.
Tucky the Belly became the signature song for the rhythm, in all honesty. I mean, we know we have Bojo with Two Bad and Cartel run the place and Ellie and Marshall and Tommy and so. Yeah. But that was a song where really and truly was the forerunner for the rhythm. Mm-hmm. Man, them do up video and beer things.
Yeah, as I say, you know, it's a great time, you know, we're just great for Magic because them time that, you know, everything happening so fast for you. And we get good feedback from the song too. And then you get the ladies them where I say I got too hard.
Yeah.
And then of course, which everybody know in a dancehall now, when they get a hit song, which we don't know why our industry stays so still, but you know, for me get a hit song, somebody have to counteract it. Somebody have to sing a version of it. You understand?
I just a man to ride the way of them. You know what you go? You love it. You love it.
Yeah, love it.
Beg a couple of years back, a couple of lines what I hear.
My thing?
Yeah.
Some girl, belly bag over like shirt. One bag of flop, them need some ab work. Big butt and big gut, girl that no work. And teach them, you're going to get me in a problem too. You understand?
You take care of yourself, girl. Know where you work. My DJ voice now work.
Big butt, big butt. You see, I have to stop at the part, because that part there, man. The girl say, yo, what do you?
And the girls, I want them still, brother, from them time till now. Bad thing. So all the struggles and trials and tribulations and ups and downs and merry-go-round, everything kind of
work together for good.
Throwback Giggy.
Throwback Giggy is out, everything are going good. You know what I mean? I get the respect that we so long desire. You know what I mean? The sound industry knows so we shot now. You know, the artists them said come together. It was all good. It was a good movement. It was one of the things where I personally think, and if you talk to some people, they might tell you, it just kind of was a different time. You know?
True that.
It was just a different time.
True
and it was just because of how we did the music from that real pure perspective, just trying to be the best selector. Then from this, I trying to have the best dub. Then from this, I trying to have the most creative dub. Then end up trying to have the best production. Then I'm trying to, so just trying to further yourself along the way, despite the struggle.
After Throwback Giggy, which was the next rhythm where? Galore?
So Throwback Giggy came on and Galore came right after. Because right after Throwback Giggy, of course, you know, loading the rhythm them easy, you know.
Everybody want voice.
I think Throwback Giggy ended up with like 20-something songs.
Yeah?
Yeah. And, you know, from this on it was easy. So we had the follow-up. Ready and thing and then we did the whole rhythm now. And so now left side discover the Dr. Eva voice. Cause you know when we used to do and things and discover the voice you know, and it was through some dub plate because at the same time as I said the man never there gave the dog the strength at the first moment. So I believe it was either Pepsi, Renaissance. Play it out and it get the thing Jazzy T, play it and it get the thing now. So boom. People start to believe, so smartly we just decided to say, all right then, our rhythm, you know, with it. So that's how the ATI song now, the each and every night, it end up go on Galore, and we bang again, you know.
Bang again. So Galore was a big rhythm, bro.
Yeah, give thanks.
Baby girls again and big songs.
Yeah. Don't under them Shane, everybody.
Fambo, I think, was on that rhythm as well. Cartel.
Make drink.
Vada was on it as well. No, Vada was on them time there. Yeah. The thing happened, bro.
Yeah, you know me I said, bro, a lot of people don't know them side there, but you know, them time was a time because we scored about 3 or 4 of them back to back in them time.
Yeah, I want to have it song pan Galore to Wine Pan her.
We have Wine Pan and we have the Dr. Evil too.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
The Marshall with, I forgot them.
Yes.
Beautiful, brilliant song,
Yes.
brilliant song.
Yes.
Then now, after Galore,
comes them time there. Yeah, so now them time there now, we in a full mode and you know what I say?
Full flow.
Yeah, full flow and at them time we still do the music the same generic way, round at the studio, that's us, friends, Ray and Tay. Here comes the next rhythm. You know, this rhythm, nobody heard it though. You know what I mean? What made...
Oh, nobody never hear it.
In other words, I don't know if them thing at work anymore in the nowadays world of production because of how the music comes so rapid. But when you saw at, like how we were at that moment, it's like one of the key things to do is
Why you go on, man?
we can ready up your guns.
Yeah.
And nobody no really
No.
know. And then when you actually
Drop it.
brandish them,
I show it.
are the thing. You understand? So that's what now, when we start to load them time, you know, was getting the song them and we know. And we hear the rhythm and we know. So it's like, well, once I get the song them with us, private it up now.
Private
lock
up.
away and secretly invite the man and we had a secret little link up with the radio man and play it for a couple of them. Cause them time they know, at the time, you know, every man a circle in studio.
Right.
So play it for them neatly and get them co-sign and get them for tell we. It's like, you know, I don't know what going on with them days, them G. What going on with them days? I don't know if
The
it's
thing
just
involved
people
in
change
some
or
ways,
what.
brother.
Yeah. Cause at them time there's like, thinking about it now, and is that interview I really make me amazed it is like, them time the music was really a collective effort. Like, I can remember say, 10 to 15 radio man and selector did hear my rhythm before I'm even ready for come with it. And say, yeah, that bad. Yo, I think this lead, yo, so and so could have
Fix
probably
that,
got a stronger
right.
song, you know. Ray, yo, I like this, you know what I say? So it's like, it was a more collective effort. It was one industry against the audience.
One industry against the audience.
Yeah.
That deep in the brother.
But that's how it really for me, G, because at the end of the day, we are build a market and that's the market.
I guess when I think to back then, bro, all of the rhythm them are juggling. Now, a man, some man even want the next man pan a rhythm and then they pan every man that's pan one rhythm and I hit that.
Yeah,
You understand? So that's a part of the shift, brother.
That's a part of the shift too. But it still don't mean say we can't link up with and get the feedback before
Right.
the song drop. Cause I'm sure if maybe some man and them hit with them songs same way, but I'm sure maybe some more longevity night, maybe some more months in a long in a old song, long the song I go play.
And one more thing to brother. Back then, when rhythm with all the artists, every man want to win a rhythm. So every man sang shot, brother.
That is it to me, G, yeah. And then every man now a promoter and then the selector them themselves also used to give justice. So right. Say, all right. And it's not because it's enough song and you can't play them. What man used to do is, you must know, say, all right, the early song them when are too hot on the rhythm, them playing at the early.
Right.
And the rhythm drop back into the night with
When
the
the
hot
hot
song
song them.
So it still gave the man them earlier a chance to build. You understand? But at the end of the day, we say that for say this still. So that was one thing that made them time the special, the fact of how it came together, how we produced it, how, you know, how it was kind of untalked about until it just dropped.
Them time, they want a classic rhythm out of the 2000s, brother.
Yeah,
well,
man.
it could then come out like when? About 07?
Yeah, you can call it 07 late, yeah, 07.
I want a classic rhythm, them, man. All right. Practically every tune by them time, they hit tune, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
From Cartel to
Yeah.
Vado to Marshall to everybody.
Cause we are taking
Left side and Esco.
Yeah, we are taking influence from the greats, my G, you know what I mean? The Steely, the Dave Kelly, you know what I mean? Jeremy Harding, them, you know, even Dan Carleone, them, and Steven, them, and everybody who was shoulder to shoulder with we is like we still a draw homage and influence from some areas where made us more hands-on producers, you know what I mean? Artists would have come sit to the whole vibe, chat first, reason, rhythm and bunks, man. You know what I say? Talk about some concept, talk about something. Not necessarily just send me rhythm to you and tell you say, I want that kind of song, or you stay up this and voice and send me a file, or you understand? It's a, in a them time,
Yeah.
you know, in a them time, that's why the production them was so spot on, and you could have work with 10 different artists and find 10 different hits on one project because it was a more.
Yeah, because we say, Mr. Easy upon that with Take With Yourself.
Yeah, Mr.
I
Easy.
think Marshall upon it with Astronaut, Cartel,
Sasko,
Sasko.
Ellie, you know.
Left side and Esco, Negative. Be a couple bars out of that.
Yeah, man. My girl, this something never kill no man yet. HIV negative, so no bother. I no gone, never shot no man yet. No gonorrhea, never clap no man yet. So, you know what I mean? For all of the rhythm, them G's like we're out there too, you know? We're out there on them, man. So, when you think about it, bro, it's like you wonder to yourself, oh, we end up slip with that.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, we end up slip.
Oh, no end up slip with that.
I would just say the pace of the business. I mean, you can only connect the dots looking in retrospect. As how them say so. Looking back, I would say it's the pace of the industry, it's the pace of things, and you know, some certain little disagreements don't get ironed out as soon as it is. You don't have as much time.
I mean, between your left side?
Yeah, in them time, I don't think musically we're slipping any at all, because right after them time there was Drop Jaws, which is
Drop Jaws, right?
Over man, no, sorry, your boyfriend give you real. So we had more things ready forward, you know what I mean, and the computer did load. But, you know, as I say, along the journey, you start to feel different things, want to do different things. You know, you don't have as much time for iron out the thing them like one time and so forth, and things get misconstrued.
Things were said.
No, I mean,
No?
I don't know if things were said. I don't think it's not a matter of things were said. Things were not said. I feel like there's a couple of times we did call for meetings and no man never show up, you know. And you know, for different reasons. You know what I mean? I've done other interviews and I've spoken about, you know, touches of what was happening, you know, in terms of turbulence along the way. But, you know, in terms of personal stuff, it wasn't nothing, as I said, nothing was like, nobody was super fair, no man never really stabbed no man in them back like that or nothing like that, you know? No pun intended neither. So it's
Right. It just happened.
yeah.
Which year the duo kind of really and truly split? Officially.
It was about what, 08?
Or 08?
I'd say 08. Yeah. Or 09 could be. I mean, we take the best parts of the past for my brother. So some of them things, there's like my memory not even full.
Yeah, I know them ways, man. I know.
Yeah.
And I now get into the who say is the other partner. Because both of you have done interviews where we kind of ventilate them things. What me interested in, Zane, how are things between them and them?
Civil. As I say, it wasn't nothing so destructive that you couldn't get past it. It wasn't something where somebody couldn't apologize for. It wouldn't have something where would I make people go start be nasty or in the public and them something. You know what I say? It's more anything that's been said previously. I just dance all that, and you know what I say? Man, I wanna work them career and them anger.
Man, I wanna work their anger.
Yeah, that is really it. You understand? And I really like.
Not no malicious
There's
in
any
anything,
bitterness,
right?
there's any regret. I wouldn't go back and change it. I mean, and I said this that maybe even at the time of the group split, I wouldn't stop it neither.
You ever look back and have any regrets? Yes, you mentioned you just said no regrets. But in terms of the duo, left side and Esco, going them separate ways, you ever look upon that and have any regrets and say, yo, Jaja, I wish I think I did continue even for a while longer, you know?
I mean, everybody would say, from a success standpoint, it would be foolish to not wish that. So from a success standpoint, do you wish that your success would have continued a little bit longer?
Of course.
Sure, anybody would. Am I happy with what I've gone through and the training I've gotten? Yes. Am I content with where I'm at in music? Yes. Do I feel like I would have reached this level being in the group? Yes, I could have been there and I could have gone further because I think growth would have happened either which way. However, it happened how it happened, and the people have evolved and I think both persons are good with that. From my standpoint, I don't know how him feel about it or what him feel, but and teach them interview from my standpoint, the only real part I miss about it, I'm a friend.
On a brother, man?
Yeah, so it's not like mother say, yo, boy, I wish, boy, to show them how you're still at here. Yeah, my G, that is, you know, I say the music for all heap of different reasons. So the actness and the show them and the travel and the money anyway, of course it's nice, and anyway, of course, but that's not really what it is for me. I continue to do that now. I'm here, I'm doing music, doing good music, around the same artists, them having my share of success, having the store, having my thing them. So to me, that's the only part where I say, yo, probably would have deal with it different, so me and the G could have probably remained better friends rather than civil. You understand? And maybe talk about few of the violation them earlier so it don't carry to over to, because sometimes you left something for too long.
And fester,
like,
man.
I wouldn't even say fester, you never see like it. If you left an old house around this, so it's like
They're rotten down,
yeah,
brother.
rotten down. And then it's like there is, I said this, that is harder to save, harder to restore. So maybe I wouldn't make so much time go and make money because, you know what I say?
Respect that, bro, man. Respect that. But as we say now, throwback Gigi, Galore, them time there, Jack Jazz, massive redeems in the history of the music, brother.
Yeah, straight.
Great successes, the man them together, eke out of the thing.
Yeah.
Separated apart from the rhythms Songs as well. We are talking about
Yeah.
negative pan them time. We are talking about even passa thing. I don't know what your reaction to that is about. A genius word that brother.
Yeah,
in
man.
a real
Yeah, man.
life.
Yeah, man.
A twins are twins. Them are the only one we say come to that level that the thing in terms of being that level of creativity to the thing. You understand what I mean?
Straight, yeah.
So them things that we are talking about wine panar in terms of song.
Yeah.
Many hit songs, brother.
And we saw twins doing that thing at the same time, you know, but it wasn't, it's like it's strange, it was just us generally.
Right.
And for sure the audience too is like, Twins are Twins first 2 tape and me engineer it.
Hold on. Twins of Twins first 2 tapes.
And me take the vocal.
You mean Stir It Up Volume 1 and 2?
Yeah. If you listen it, you hear the disclaimer we're giving at the beginning, and my voice.
Yeah?
Yeah, in other words, twin them is a twins of twins is a talent where if you knew them from early in the music, if you know twins are twins from early in the music, you could have tell what kind of transcendent talent this was. If you heard them and them talk, you could understand from them time there. So what we do is what we did at the time is nowhere near in comparison to what twins them do. We were genuinely trying to do dub plate thing,
Right.
and creative thing with dub plate. Twins them thing is satire, political issues. You know what I'm saying?
Social issues.
Social
economic
issues, comedy,
True.
economic issues mixed with what you would call that? The best vocal imitations
Ever.
me ever hear.
True, brother.
Audio wise on a tape.
A true
of
one.
Bunty and
Be
Bob
a
and
true one.
you know what I'm saying,
Being
G?
in the whole works. True.
And I've been there
Motor.
and seen how it record. And she say it's not no plan or nothing to write down. The man them dead. And them dead and the man them just dead and we are listening, we are laugh and just talk and him same thing. And then him comes and say, give me a next track. And then him speak like somebody else. And him say, give me a next track. Him say, speak like somebody else. And it's like, you dead and I watch the man and of course, your voice artist, so you know, say man make up lyrics, but the things that he's saying and the topics that he's speaking to off the top of his head. You
Genius
understand?
work,
Yeah,
right.
so Twins are Twins thing is just, we just record that. I just know say I want to be a part of that. I never want to, I just want to be part of it, me G. You understand?
Mad.
And all over the road and Sharon a solid agency, so.
Okay,
You
cool
understand?
man, cool.
Yeah, man.
Just to mention some of the tune them. Anything for you on the Cupid rhythm. So
Yeah.
like when I voice the young them time the man.
Yeah, that rhythm was our rhythm too. A lot of people.
Cupid rhythm, a phone rhythm.
Yeah.
That's early out in our journey.
You know, that interviewer come like, it's like a name, I never know that. You know.
I never.
That's what everybody going to end up saying. It was
Yeah.
like, I never know that. You
Yeah.
know?
And that will come forward.
That was still really my G, and we had a song on it. So I mean, I can't remember where that fall in the world, the world. thing,
Singing
but
man them go on that brother.
Sing, we did go on one drop too.
One job, right?
Yeah. I think probably right after we did the branch off, and try a couple rhythm. I'm tell you so that little time then we get a
Right.
little. Yeah, because D Major was on that rhythm too, you know, when he was in a little group and couple of weeks. So we did try them time there and trying to stay close to roots too, trying to stay positive to me G, because that's also an issue too, you know, that the audience don't understand. Most artists we forward into the industry and we are trying to stay positive, we are trying to stay true to the roots. People them go out there and say, why Esco them and Craig them not sing? Them not sing not well I did them our system. You understand? But when you sing that, my G, is like, you know get the recognition, you get the step into the industry.
So more time you have to deviate from the original mission.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened. Cupid and them thing that was us really trying to stay in our zone and safe zone. But
Safe zone.
yeah, the road not safe. Man. Yeah,
Tight and good. 90s style rhythms the next song with the man them have.
Yeah.
Together.
Whole heap of different little songs we just do. You know, one thing we never do is like be stuck up with success too. I feel like that carry through the years. You can't say none of them man did really stuck up with them success. You must have some people with their gift strength or a level strength to her. You know, so.
Big Ben rhythm, let's roll. I Donia. Left side and Esco.
Yeah, you know, that was all, Donia is a man who I have to give crazy props to, because while we there give Donia strength too. I introduced Donia and Cartel. The first show Donia and Cartel pan. Left side and Esco. And Cartel the outer. No, left side and Esco and Donia the outer. GC faster. And we call teacher now knowing say them when they govern the whole of them side and I say GC, you know. You see me? And me give teacher him first, I Donia CD.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. See me a man, I don't like me a liar, me a buck shuffler, a beggar hyper or ratings, but just I talk the history, my G.
And that will come here, man.
Yeah, so.
The link between Diddy and Addy.
Yeah, me not gonna say, and me solidified it,
Right.
but the two people knowing and being aware of each other and speaking for the first time.
Esco.
And left side.
And left side and
Yeah,
Esco.
left side and Esco.
Mad thing.
Yeah, so at that point now, Donia then was just, you know, it was always giving me strength. It's like, it was strange. It was a strange thing how Donia just forward into the music industry. I mean, yeah, Scatter must have tell him, say, you know, left side them Bill Beast and them.
Right,
He just came in with a vibe for the music what we had to do, and just same way we had let him strength, him just lend him strength to in the early. So there was a time when they called me for company and collab with him too, back in them days there. Which as you know, as I've been telling you before, is like, you know, I still feel like growth was needed on my part at the time then. But we did collab with Donia too, and
Yes.
we did a few more things. You know.
Close off on the Jap Jazz. Left side and
Jazz is
Esco.
kind of where the curtain falls.
Fall.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the curtain falls. That's all.
Jazz
And
drop.
we'll start the day. Yeah, you understand? And it's just a strange thing because
Curtain drop.
everything
Yeah.
curtain drop with the jazz them.
Sweet rhythm that again, to brother. You're not fight too bad, man.
Yeah, we have a song them on it too, I mean, as we say, you know.
Right, close off.
Yeah, if you do the history and the research, you see say. You
Wanna
know,
do it?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Broke out on the artwork rhythm. Artwork on the phone, no?
No, that was Murray.
Murray.
The distribution, no. So Murray was distributing a record them at the time. Cause, as I say, you know, one thing about our movement at the time is that we never left no stone unturned still, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So the 45 that we had, we were printing our own 45.
On our press.
Separate. Yeah, we are press.
One whole organization, bro.
Yeah. So
We're not doing a one distribution.
through Murray too, that's how come we end up vicing on some of them people that really took on, you know what I mean? As I tell them, G, oh, we learn it to spread wings, you know, like Dexter them say.
Spread your wings, bad thing. So the thing reached a stage on where the man them got them separate ways, and I mean it seemed acrimonious in the public for a while and thing, and
Yeah.
but I'm glad for area can speak on the thing, and from a big man level, and you know what I mean, no
Yeah.
animosity and
I
anything,
wouldn't prefer going
and no poison and anything,
Nah,
brother. I
man.
respect that.
Yeah.
I do, from when me sit down on that stool, like, over one day, left side and Esco can be on the level there again, where the man them can go in our studio, go bang out a rhythm, and drop some bars or something, and shot again, bro.
Yeah, well, anything is possible in MG, you know what, there. Life is possibility, though.
Yes, man. And I don't know the year, so let me just say that. There was a situation, I don't know if it was before the split with Left Side or after the split, that there was an attempted kidnapping incident involving Esco.
Yeah.
When was it?
It was after.
After.
Yeah.
What go on run at that part there?
Well, at the barber shop me there, you know, and see a car approach and notice the people them forward out, them alight from the vehicle and take different stairs that come up, you know? So me and two man up on the corridor now, I'm say to the two man them too, you know, my G, because I'm tell you, say it's like, you know, being an artist, being a selector is like, you know, place, so right away it's strange and thing, but in that moment, you know, feel like it have anything to do with you. Especially as a public figure, you more feel like you have to go beg for your man or tell a man, say, dog, my ass up, really. So me never move and the man them there and take them time and forward cross now, and lo and behold, me, the man them attack and things, so. You know, I offer them money and something, because I figure say, all right.
A robbery.
Yeah, all right. They probably see someone and say, I take them, so I get Lagos some money, so quick thing, you get to it, you do your thing. You win tonight, we're not true, you understand? Don't hurt nobody, Ray. But the man, them try to draw me with my bro, you understand? They try to draw me and not take the money off on the rest. So, you know, as a man, we have the little experience on the street now, that ring a different alarm in my head, so I start fight for my little own now. You understand? The man them is me one of them catch me with the gun over my right eye now. And that's how come I end up drop now and thing, and them a pull me and thing, and you know you struggle and you kick way and them struggle and kick way and shut off now. Reach at the barber shop door and the barber shop door lock. You know what I mean? So I feel shot little more now and thing, and I guess the distance when we get from the man them now and the fact that them have to go run past people. And just cut out. So you know, we never really did truly find out what was the motive behind that, you know. I'm a person where When I do people things, you have to trouble me, you know what I mean? And nobody never troubled me more than so. For me, even trouble them back or whatever the case. And it wasn't a woman situation. It was not like that. I couldn't really track it. So at that time,
I assume it wasn't a woman situation. Yeah, they didn't know the street has come. Your girl them love your girl them.
Yeah,
so
but
you don't know that.
teach them if you check back my file, you know. You know what I say? You check back my file, you know what I say? We don't play with people things.
Right. Sometimes you don't know say it's a man thing to you know, brother.
That too,
And
you know.
sometimes a girl left a man and a man left a girl in the brother. So you know it, brother, you know the streets. We don't have to tell you the streets.
True.
So but you're not
You don't
think
find out what
of
it was. And at that time, it was such a weird time because, you know, the group just split. You know, people have said this, people have said that, people have said that.
Can't imagine some people that say things.
People have said bare thing, yes, and you know what I mean? I feel like we never really buy into that way. Nobody has
I respect that too.
I just know say, I do my due diligence for check them and link them and, you see me? Make sure say it's not nothing. Because I mean, in the road, anything can happen. Everybody have a story, you know what I mean? It's Jamaica this. But you just want to make sure, say, a man don't want to leave point A to come at point B for you.
Right.
You understand? This it get dangerous now when you make people think, say, hey, I'm going to left from your son and go over this stuff for that. You know what I mean? So I know me never into that. So if I'm going to check them, I must say, it wasn't nothing like in the road where nobody could have told me, say, dog, this you do and it really serious.
Right.
So I just have it as a one-off thing, I just decide to say, you know, for family's sake and Ray and Tay, you know.
Yeah, breeze the
I'm going to just breeze the place because someone's checking out in Guan and things. So I'm going to say, you know, I breeze the place. And that kind of is what they contribute for also less conversing, you know, the whole group sittings and the Ray. Because, I mean, group they just split and, you know, at first we did say, oh, you know, Dave Kelly, Tony Kelly vibes and Ray and Tay. But as it continued to move and certain things go on and that they kind of get distance and then that go on now. So it was like, we don't trust nobody, but we not call nothing, so we just leave out at that point. And you know that was a part where it really get rough for me still. You know that point where went through the kidnapping and went to foreign car to sell out everything I had, studio, you know, my apartment, my things, everything, bed, TV, couch, everything I had to sell, cause. When I left, I never know how long I was going to stay. You know what I mean? And, you know, my family was just like, yo, you probably just need to be a foreign. You left school, you got a little run. You know what I say?
Yeah.
A lot of everybody started, oh, you had a good run. And, you know, you're making some good money. And you have to sell out the thing, the man go a foreign, you know, and maybe pick up back on some of the things that you left. But go straight to Miami and to my brother them. And right back in the music. So I spent 2 years there now and, you know, really focusing on how the business was turning technology-wise. And, you know, that kind of really strengthened me, bro. Like that time after that time when I went into a dark place, like, I remember one of the time when I checked my account and I $2 US. You know what I say? And
that
still
dark for you, brother.
Yeah, man, it dark, man. I'm still
Like
not reading them. I'm still try to sing them. I'm still write for people. And I mean, overseas, I spend time amongst Brick and Lace. And, you know, and my brother.
Writing for them?
For and with them.
Oh, yeah?
You know, because being around them really developed me as a writer, because they also are writers separate from them artists. I'm like international artists. So, and, you know, I spent time with them. I got into a couple of writing sessions, you know what I mean? I spent time in different studios abroad while the technology was changing. So that it kind of armed me, you know, give me back a strength and put me up on a different level, because, of course, you know, in that time when the technology was changing, it just I feel that the Jamaica.
Right.
But they are foreign and I get the knowledge and I get the thing them and without limiting myself now. And I, you know, sometimes the people should embrace change and even the dark place sometimes, you know, my G. Once it not gonna make it the dark things. It's like when you're going through certain things, it really bring out the best in you. The challenges and them things is really to be embraced. I feel like I learned that now, so that's what
Darkness make you appreciate the light, bro.
Yeah,
when the light come around, man.
But specifically in a dancehall, I feel like that's what makes us so different. It's those places that we've been to and evolved from. It's them hurt, they will decide not to go this with it and will decide to rise from it and is them do some song and go hard in a people's face and show them with talent. I feel like that's what I learned, and then when I was in my dark place, somebody did respond as a dancehall artist. Me never quit, me never feel like Moses feeling like, yo, and now I'm going to take it to people harder. So learning the new technologies now, I did it. I'm best of the best I keep. You know what I mean? I'm best of the best I keep. So we did it now and But just I keep it real, you know? Them time they in a dark place and you think and you say, yo, you never too a touch the show unless you're a performer.
Yeah, man.
Like, you're not being an audience member, you're not gonna go stand up backstage and toast like things go on good for you. You just hold it and go and put in your work until you reach back the level where you want to reach, you know?
Right.
So I did, you know, I'm best of the best pass and thing, and I did it on a couch, you know, on the weekend and hear the phone a ring, the house phone. And sister man said house phone is not a house phone a ring very often because only special certain people have the number. So I answer the phone now, you know, because I figure say, alright, then I hold this a call, you know, I answer the phone now and me have a voice say, good evening. Can I speak to Matthew? So I say, Matthew this. I say, watch it man, you make me talk decent. You what are you man, you this answer the phone? Rodney man, a killer. So I said, Dada, I lie, what go on? I say, yeah, where you run man, listen man, or I can't see you know on the island, on the ground, what go on? So I say, you know, Dada, I just a breeze out, you know. Man say, breeze? What kind of breeze better than island breeze? Listen man, the business need you, know, I don't know what you feel like you do a foreigner, you need to come in. You know. That you need to do. What you need? You need a strength or you need a what? Or you just wear and tail? You're not the thing too long, you know. You wear it, you find it. What you need? A ticket? What you need? And I said, no man, Dada, they don't plan for coming in and wear and tail. I said, alright. Remember see you when you come in here and any strength you need when you jump on the ground, you just link me and make me know. You see me? So I say, alright, my G, and thing hang up. You see me? So when I show my mother now, and you know the people them come, I done their foreign and say, I'm not touching back, you know? So I show my mother them and I say, why not? A couple key figures from the industry call me and I say, where me there? You know what I mean? So boom no, so I come so boom and plan and say I go coming back for a 3 week and we could kill her and you know see what can happen and see if we can rev up back the thing. And I tell you say bro that 3 week them I never touch back. That 3 week them I come home. Only time I leave back is to go do a show or an interview or do something. I don't leave home from then, you know. So
Yeah.
I really when I there in Miami at that time the killer called me and say, yo, come back to dancehall.
So Rodney was instrumental in you leaving the dark place.
Yes, man, and then we reach back Delhi ranks, you know, receive me like a brother same way and same strength. We used to show each other, them show me and them. You see me the art, you know me there foreign for like a year and a half, 2 years. So you see me certain artists get bigger now, the cartels and the Ray and the Vada and everybody, you see me dog, make sure them walk me into the man them again and set back the link and you know what I say? So it was a good time, bro, and from there so now we just, you know, as I tell you, it's like at that point when I forward in now, I really did believe because you know, you left the group, you do your little thing and you do your little thing. So it's not that the group man them call me back after the man them call me back based off of how instrumental I was on my own. Mm-hmm. In other words, don't feel like because you split from the group you're not valuable to dance on. So forwarding back now with them greats they are calling me back. Forwarding now with the confidence and I begin to do the thing with G and employ the skills that I learn and the training that I go through a foreign and you understand? And it begin to work and I begin to build my own empire as according to, I mean, similar to the dream of Left Side and Esco. I mean, I'm sure if you look at Left Side career or mine, you will see traces of how we normally do the thing, you understand? Mm-hmm. So it's a similar same empire, write, produce, you know what I mean, build the beats, you know what I mean, I've actually improved whole heap on the beat building area of my G, like.
Right.
You know?
As I said, beat building, because I take up my phone, I never want to forget it. You made mention that whilst Left Side of Esco, Young King production.
Yeah, Talking.
Talking, nah man.
Young Legends.
Young Legends production, see? You guys were building beats. Only for yourself or only that build beats to other people at the time?
I build beats for other people too, man.
I know you're not probably, knowing you, I know you're not really too call the rhythm name and stuff, but who are some of the people you guys were actually doing work for back then?
Well, I'm telling you, bro, after that year, they stand out in my mind. You know, it was a great time in my life, and you know, I mean, them things you have to really cherish the things that may go through. So I mean, I remember, man, Left Side I think Left Side did build Mexican, martial arts, and maybe 1 or 2 others. You know, I did Drunken Dance for Fambo.
You did Drunken Dance for Fambo?
Yeah, man.
That when you and Left Side were together at the time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Drunken Dance.
But that's when, you know, every man around them. You know what I mean? You did there, you learn to. You got carry the momentum. We're not just been a dead weight. So,
right.
You know what I mean? We try put in your 2 cents to, but you know what I mean? The main production with Left Side and Esco do. The dog would have be the captain and me would have be the second.
Right.
So separate on the side now, me I try do my thing. You understand? to put in my 2 cents
yeah.
to and grow the whole thing.
Yeah. So we mentioned Throwback Giggy, we talk about Cupid, we talk about Galore, we talk about Them Time, we talk about Jap Jazz.
Yeah. You talk about the Mexican.
And the reason I ask you that for sec, because we don't want to lift nothing on the street, bro.
Yeah,
so apart from the rhythms then, what we talk about and mention and I don't have mainstream success with, are there any other rhythms that did very well what we not mention? We're only responsible for. Phone production, I don't want to build for nobody no.
Our production,
right.
I think our unit was so focused at the time that those were the main ones. Everything that we focused on at that time came to life, my bro.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man, we give thanks to it, my brother, man.
Nice, bro.
In our ways, like, don't care what happened, I wouldn't go back and say change. You understand? I just have to give thanks and move forward with the best part.
Yeah, so when you're forward back a yard now, Tall King
Production. With Tall King Productions. You know what I mean? And right then and there, I had the legendary that had the Beanie Man Bounty Killer collaboration.
Brother, you pull off where millions of people could do, bro.
Well, it's all about, you know, the respect where you have and your humility too, you know what I mean? Because you have to know to maneuver yourself in the sea of sharks, you know?
Sea of sharks.
So it's like, you know, them time, bro, I had that collab like about maybe 2 years before me actually forward.
Oh, yeah?
Because while I'm dead, you know, of course, I think I say, when
you want something drop, Pete the road with.
So I have that vibe there, but when I land and reach Jamaica now, Killer and Beanie never good. So it wasn't no room for that. You see me? So when
it wasn't a good time.
Yeah, them never really take no talking, there wasn't a link. So I couldn't really pull off the idea at the time. So, but I'm forwarding with that now, and you know, I'm forwarding, I'm do a couple other things, and I linked up with Danger Zone them from Starstruck Records. And then started to do some work with Bling Dog from this, so big up to Bling Dog too, you know what I mean? Then we find Creech. You understand? Which, you know, I see if I ever knock with the dancing song, them with Jika, you know, it's like, you know, another one right there, so. And that really just happened generically as well.
So Creech was your first hit as Tall King?
Well, to be honest, Creech was on Starstruck because I was...
On the Starstruck, with Danger Zone.
Forward back. Me personally as a beat maker, a Tall King production. So any beat me a Tall King production. Eventually now I start to put out records on the Tall King.
Oh. But so Creech was under the Danger Zone link up?
Danger Zone, Starstruck. Yeah. And thing. And you know, that was a good time too, you know, as I said, we just at the farm line of my G, when you really check it out back, just gather your good people them, build a energy, build a momentum, do the music through, find things, you know, have fun with it. You know, be broad.
Just plug in the pieces I mean at the formula.
Please tell me, G, and you get things going. I feel like sometimes nowadays in the music, the people them want to create music, but the energy and the vibe with them are different. So Creech was the same vibe they were there up at the studio. At that time the studio was based in Mona, up at Sister Marcia Yard.
Okay.
I've just come back now, so we know I get the strength and you know at the same time because I was already doing dub plates for Shia Farin and things, so the right bit in a hurry yard now, so if she needed anything, I do it. Same time balance my situation and thing.
Makes sense. Yeah, everybody are win.
Yeah, everybody are win-win. So
yeah, man.
Get the Creech and you know the momentum start again, my bro. You know I mean, this time me more at the top of the management. I make the decision them and the thing them. So start to go good and then from this on now we make the link. We do a few productions. I did Voyage Rhythm. That's a reggae rhythm with Busy Signal, Romain Virgo, and a couple others. So I did that, you know, in conjunction with Keelstone. I did also Top Shelf Rhythm, I did Anti-Crime Rhythm, I did 44 Play Rhythm. So, you know what I mean?
Gum and Grabber thing.
Gum and Grabber.
Yeah.
And them things. So, you know, and Bounce. So, you know, I just continue to do what I know.
Press there, press, man.
Press. And, you know, that was good for me and it lead up step by step to, you know, to where I am today. It's like sometimes I do the thing them and, you know, you can't to sit down on your music every day and I say, hey, you know more, I wait for the right time, I wait for the right hit or the right way. Sometimes you have to just show out the thing them.
That's where I can put it.
Yeah, it's carrying you up the ladder towards where you want to go. And that's what happened to me. So I kept releasing consistently, doing that. Eventually Bling Dog, they never want management. So I really want management and team, you know what I mean? Because
right.
If you ask me, that's the one thing that Esco probably hasn't had in music. a good set of people who actually believe to the core for 2-3 years. Not like come around this year and you par and you say, yeah, DJ, I believe, and yeah, producer, you're bad, and then by one year or 3 months, you see me, I say you get 2 par and you're gone. It's like, never really have a steady manager till me reach and have danger zone them, you know?
Okay.
And we never really have no team or nobody where Ray and govern certain things at that time, you know, I've always wanted that, so I decided to stick around with them. And he never really wanted to. So that's how we end up now kind of musically doing different things. You know what I mean? And then whatever happened with them on the dance and them on the thing, them happened and so forth. And then I continued now, you know, for just press skill and being, you know, because
legendary.
By them time,
them good.
Them start take the link now and Ray and Tay, so. Right before me, you know, that was actually the last record I did up by Sister Marcia yard, because right after this, you know, the operation get too big.
You have to move.
To the yard, so I have to end up move from this.
Yeah.
So, you know, Legendary now was just another, you know, major milestone. I mean, it never followed out in the timing that I would have wanted as a producer. Probably when we just land, because when we just land in a late 09 or 010 maybe. You understand? It would have fresh. Especially because at that time, you know, it was Gully Gaza and
Gully Gaza, right,
I feel like if that did do them time there, would have bring a different thing, but long and short, it never followed out till a couple of years later. So that production, a lot of people don't even know, it never really come out in the timing. So by the time it followed out, it still was very impactful and still, you know, and whatever. So it kind of solidified to me, of course, that, you know, you're here for a reason, because if them two man who not gonna do a song for anybody end up doing a song for you, you're not necessarily the hottest producer at the time.
Right.
It's really who you are as a person. The fact that you're writing lyrics with the man, them, you understand, you're doing music pure. You're not a beggar man, you're not run down a man for your publishing. You just know, say, all right, I lend strength and I get back strength. I give songs and I get songs. I do this and I do that. You understand? I record the man them, and when I have my team, I get my strength.
Right.
That came about, bro, and that actually just shifted my thing entirely worldwide in terms of just doing that historically. You know what I mean?
A major accomplishment,
major thing with G. It's like, some people don't even understand that. Young producers, other people in music, is like, music is not all about this song way. You know what I'm saying? It's all different kind of reasons for music, and that song, while it was a big song, was also just the history of it. You know, the significance of it, the symbolism, the fact of, you know, to me, it represented that thing that say, yo, this is how dancehall is done. The rivalries, unities, you know, it's like a movie. You play with the emotions of the audience, carry them along for the ride. You understand? And I feel like that's what Bunty and Beanie's era represented. It was like one of the most professional eras in a dancehall, whereas you followed this soap opera for years.
For years, right?
For years upon years. And then, you understand, for me to be able to have the only major collab first.
Right,
I'm sure they probably will do more eventually, but the first and only at this moment. You know what I mean? And to own the master to that is
mad.
Is
a master think they're important.
Yeah, and you know, we not argue with that. We just
no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Because I gave away the song for free.
Yeah.
Because at the time, by the time we do the song, the man them leak it the night, and there was just no stopping it from this. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? People never know that, my G's, like they might feel like, say, oh, them song they're real and this and that. Them song they're hard for control.
Can you imagine, man? I told you the legends at the bro.
Yeah.
Speaking about some moments that the thing. Godzilla.
Yeah.
Killer. Cartel. Busy. Same track.
Same track.
Cartel and Busy no good for at all the time. How you pull off that?
Well,
I don't know how things between Busy and Cartel is now, but I know back then, you understand? I mean, never seen no resolution to the thing, so I don't know what going on, you understand? But that again, brother, a major rabbit out of that, bro.
Yeah, man, my G, man. I mean, you know, them have a saying where say, you don't need the most, you just need the biggest.
I need the most, you just need the biggest.
Yeah, so that kind of stick with me. So some of the times it's like I'm a producer and we just continue to do my thing because I believe and I just understand say whether I get a lot of hits or the big hits I still have a nice broad pool of
Nice
success
spread.
looking at when we can know say, all right, what me I do must connect is either me I get a portion to some little popular thing or me I get the big thing then. You understand? Or a combination of both. So that was really just it's the same thing, bro. It's like the same when I try pray and I think and as a half selector or what me I say quarter selector, quarter artist, quarter producer, quarter songwriter.
Yeah.
Always on this creative check to try and either unify some artists we never unified before or create something creatively within dancehall way. You understand hasn't been done that the fans and the industry would appreciate. And Godzilla while Killer was working on King of Kingston, I get the bag of chat them, I get files from Khalid, I get files from Busta Rhymes, I get sessions from Junior Gang and the Marleys. You know me I say, my bro, and you work on all these music and you say to yourself, all right then, so when me I gonna be a big idiot, we sit down here so no one.
Nah, let this work for me.
Yeah, and the greats are put in for them and in this game, yeah, for them thing, and you then you know, and you just do all of the work and I record and I write, and you know, I do not know. So, you know, I went on a check to definitely do something special. And then when I found that, you know, it's just like, you know, got the full support from the G, because at the end of the day, in looking for ways to do that same thing that we know, my G, is unity is a strength, you know. Is unity is a strength, is the industry against the audience, is one dancer against the world. That's really the formula. The more we work together to make the bigger market, is the bigger the food. You understand? The more this man co-sign, that man is the end. The bigger the market, the bigger the food, the bigger the industry, the bigger the food, the bigger the stars we have, is the bigger the money them have to pay for silly. So, in that time there when we did, you know, more youthful and rare, that was the main thing that was keeping the thing going and keeping it rich, Meji, and every man had an angle and a thing to get. You know what I said? No, it's a little bit different. So, I think Killer, especially on the King of Kingston album, was trying to do that. So the fact that I got that track going now with Teacher, you understand, and I was able to find an idea. Because really the idea we'll find first in terms of sampling the song.
Oh, okay.
Chip Glock. You know? This Chip Glock we really did listen. Chip Glock, it just come out. When I listen to that and we hear mention Killer name, and I said, what creatively, you know, sample. So we sample it now one thing and go around and bridging Christian, big up to Christian. You know what I mean? We just learned Ableton them time there, so it was like fresh. So you know, we want to go for some other young, hot, you know what I'm saying? Cause Christian tough. You understand? So Circle Christian now and me and him all a vibe on it and thing. And same way, it's like as a young youth, he was receptive. He wasn't like, dog, I want to, you know, your own thing them are, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's always the unity that bring about this extra greatness. You can't get greatness in the G, but unity bring about that extra greatness. So we check him and we do that thing, then we chop it up, and from there, you know, Killer jump on and just know pull the link them now and get the word to whom we need to get the word to, and then, you know, as I said, bro, we link up busy them and he never really resisted neither, so we don't even know what the real situation is, because even me who produce the song,
you don't know.
I don't know, and I mean, to be honest, everyone a big man and have them own a thing. If they never want to do it,
they want to do it, right? True that. Brother, Jai, man. Yeah. Unity, man. Unity, brother.
You find, say, them man, the dog. You know what I say, don't underestimate nobody. You see in dancehall, Cartel, Busy, Killer, every man you see, dog, is them have a higher level to how them pray and think. You might get caught up in the spin of how we do dancehall and the whole thing, but there's a method to the whole thing, G, and if the man never want to do it, it couldn't come out. Come and don't put them vice.
Yes.
You understand me? I say, a man would have called and say, dog, what that? You understand? So they know the benefit.
Yes.
They know the benefit.
We made mention, King of Kingston.
Yeah.
You have been very, very instrumental in that whole body of work.
Yeah, man, I'm grateful, my G. You know what I mean? Killer, one of the transcendent artists, one of the best we've seen to do it. Has birthed so many dancehall artists under Fame Wing and has given us strength to me too. So it's like, it feels good for no say, all right, in a them time when I consider myself to be in my prime, I can be doing some instrumental work and adding to for them legacy and at the same time stamping what me do as being top tier, you know?
Everybody will tell us you give them a Spragga vibes.
Spragga?
Yeah.
That was great, man. Now, man, Spragga, I study Spragga, so I could have chew. You understand?
You give me a young Spragga vibes. Your mannerism and the way you articulate yourself and stuff.
Yeah, man. I want to say music perform A1 Lover.
Yeah?
When me and my brother them used to fake like we're on tour.
Yeah.
We used to come on and the Spragga partner, A1 lover.
Man, you give me a Spragga type of vibe. In conversation just now, you made mention that, Khalid, them are sending them files. Buster,
Yeah.
you have had sessions with Khalid and Buster
Yeah.
in the whole
So
King of
grateful,
Kings
yeah, man,
situation.
grateful.
Greatness, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm grateful for it, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like the King of Kingston album has been a blessing. And to speak on what I've been talk about from the beginning of the interview, it's like, oh, you do your thing, take time and bring it to where you want to go. That's why you have to just keep at it and keep. I say don't lie to yourself, but keep improving and keep firing at what you're aiming at.
Running board. Killer, Singer J.
Killer,
Next
Singer
collaboration
J.
at again
Yeah,
under
next
the belt.
collaboration where we are trying to sting the streets. In that time, I was on, there was another bump in the road, bro, at them time. That's probably why that song they never get to do what it need to do. And that was again me just trying to do this as the one-man army. You understand? At them time they know it's like we had some little rifts between the personnel, the management, and you know what I mean? All of them things. That was the time when Bling Dog them did that. Besides them no one management, and we are trying to do something different from Creech. Cause what happened, bro, is like what's been happening to me through my career, and I don't even afraid to talk it because I feel like eventually, it will all come together. It's like bringing people on board with my program, bro, is like because I want to be such a team player. I always bringing people on board, and we always create success, and then them end up shake when the success come. So it's like when we catch Creech, here comes shakiness. When we come to boom and sign Devin the Doctor from Magnum Kings and Queens, because the year Devin win, we had him under our regime and did Rebound Bideng Deng. I produced Rebound Bideng Deng. And then shakiness go on when the dog forward out and the show them start doing Ray. I brought on somebody again and them caused the shakiness. You know what I mean? And same way with the running board is like around them time the whole thing was going on and then the shakiness caused that. Drunken dance too, it's like when we did that for Future, it was right around that then the shakiness start going to. So every time we seem to hit a success pinnacle, my G, is like the people that I involve myself with always ending up cutting back down.
Alright, Esco the problem.
Well, and we take off my glasses because sometimes my G is like, I don't know if people know that artists and or people in music go through this, we consider that.
You have?
Yeah, I consider that and say to myself, I wonder if there's something wrong with me. I wonder if there's something wrong in the way which I do things. I wonder if maybe I'm not garner enough belief from people. I wonder if it's, maybe when we reach a success point, I not execute the way I should. You know what I'm saying? I thought about all that, my G. But you know what's important to do when you find yourself, in these situations and you're trying to decipher if it's you or people, you go back and you check your body at work. You check your intention. You check who pressed the hi-hat, who pressed the kick, who pressed the snare.
Yeah.
Who get the song the mix, who get the artwork done. Who are right with the artist. Who I see that program they run. Who I get the face, who I go out and interview them. Who I did all of that something, who have the link. You understand? And then you realize that all you did is try to share it with people. So then I have to look back and I said to myself, the only thing I could not be doing is maybe garnering these people belief, but I'm giving to them. I'm doing all the work. I'm right for myself and others. I have a studio. I'm self-sufficient. So even a person who manage me right now, them really don't really have to do much.
Right.
So I couldn't understand at that point. And then as I said, after I started examining myself, I realized I kept doing these things and it was these people. So then what I did, I shed everybody. And see me again. You understand?
Yeah,
So now I do the actual match to realize it's really about who you involve, and you have to carefully involve because at the end of the day you can make success with people, but to maintain it with them is a whole different ball game, G. And I feel like this time out it's gonna be different for me because with all this experience and all this way and being in my prime now and experiencing this now and me being this person who's making the decisions and I stop looking to people to help me or to manage me or to rate. I feel like now, when I hit the success pinnacle, I'm going to hit it again and again and again. Because there won't be nobody to shake
Derail it,
or derail it or draw away from it. And then I say that for say this, that's the one reason why I'm not necessarily disappointed in where my journey has carried me, because I'm so grateful for the left side of Esco, everything, the way, but just what I've been experiencing in life and always having other people being responsible for when my boat shake, me alone in the boat with my engineer. Big up Tronic. You understand? Because the bag of people, it can't work.
Right.
You understand? In my case, I don't know if it works for other people.
You have to know what work for you. And as me have to ask the questions already.
Yeah,
you
no,
know
man, for real.
you know what thing I work come for work, you know.
It
Yeah, that's
get with
yeah,
articulate to the people for them to say it's not like it's a wild thing or an egotistical thing. We're humans and we are trying to figure out what thing our life to. This is real for me, this is a career. We want to leave a mark, we don't just want to come and make some money. You know what I mean? We want to enrich the lives of other people. We want do something historical ourselves, continue to do more historic things.
More historic things.
Yeah, inspire people so that way we can live on. So, I mean, with that being said, I appreciate it, bro, because we really get a chance to explain some of the things to the people and the angles.
I have recently spoken to Rinceville and Pampute, and they went to great lengths to express how important you have been and continue to be in their journey. Pampute, single mother?
Yeah.
Got on time with you and Tanisha. And a what's other thing, phone screen and a whole heap other things.
Pam and my sister, man, in other words. And this is what make it worth it for me, bro. It's like I put on my glasses before I start crying. You know, my girls, them, you know what I say? It's like, you know, and the girls, them find it hard to be comfortable at any studio and with anybody. And, you know, them where them like to record. And, you know, girls are different from men, the way them deal with insecurities and them little things. So the fact that we're comfortable and what I do go, you know what I mean, I really make an effort to make them comfortable, you know, because you don't know them, a good looking girl, them too, you know what I mean?
They're nice,
yeah, so for them forward every day and you know, you keep the argument right and you focus on business and...
Professionalism, that man.
Yeah, and you know, at the same time you be a bro to them and you still not, the student are rigid already. We can run joke and we can chat about the thing them and thing, but no man now pass them place and no man now come here and over make the artist them feel uncomfortable, and likewise I don't do that, so... It's a joy, bro, for no say them appreciate that magic. I'm gonna tell you, it's like, you know, in this industry, there's not much appreciation for the intangibles. So, you know, to Rain and Pam and Danny and D.I. and all the ladies that I'm work with and write for, you know, you're welcome, man. You don't know. I appreciate them too.
Yeah, you have mentioned writing a few times. I want to know, you write with and for Pampute, for Rain, Daniel D.I. Ayactian, Killer. The
works.
Beanie Man.
Yeah, anybody who come check with me, because as I say, it's like, we wouldn't ultimately say right for in most cases.
You're right.
It's really, we are collaborate and get the idea out.
Nice.
You know? It's really that. Them and say to me, say, TMG, when you're out there, make the people, them know. You know what I mean? Because the industry is evolving, you know what I mean? People know that there's writers and reality and I mean, people know say at one time Killer them and Cartel was writing with Killer. Right. It's like, it's a thing now, and I feel like they're so grateful because it's like, you know, bro, I really fight for the credit neither is really the successful outcome. So it's more them I said to me, say, bro, you know, make the people them know, say, yeah, I do the thing, man, on many levels.
Yeah, I've worked with people like Sean and...
Yeah, man, Sean has been a big bro for me from longer time too. Same strength, you see him give left side, them, man. Give with strength, man. Nobody not really pick no side. He just look that way in music. But you know what I say, everybody had them things same way, my G, and you know what I mean? We just give thanks for it.
You have also, again, started to focus on the DJ side of Esco the Shaka. What the Shaka business come about?
Well, you know, in the LSU time, Silk the Shaka, Masterpiece, Snoop Dogg were some of the artists I met. When I came out, when I decided to go on my own and the world switched to technology and algorithm and radio, there's a lot of Escos.
Oh.
There's also Esco that tied to the old left side and Esco.
Right.
So, you know, just evolution and reinvention. And you get me, I say, just I take a different approach and then, of course, meeting them artists and having them things in my subconscious and then realizing too that much like this interview is like, that's kind of been the whole theme of my career is like a shock.
yeah.
It's like, not only is it shocking to me, some of the things that, you know, the places I've been and been able to experience, but it's shocking to the people when they hear the body of work, when they hear how ingratiated, you know, where they did when he was a teenager. That mean you really, you know what I mean? Like when they don't say they're on from Arrows days. You understand? In a khaki, a cut dub plate with real dub plate with 45 with vinyl. You understand? When they know say they travel upon truck. Like me one play at a Stone Love Independence dance.
You won.
Me one spin and talk with turntable. You know what I mean? Because left side have to go a different dance and left side of Esco at and it's Independence. And
So
we book Stone Love and we can't let down Father Power, but we have our next dance, so we need for that. So him go with record box and him spin and talk, and me go with record box and me spin and talk and Stone Love. When people hear that, he's like, I lie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just like what you said, like you play national ball.
Right.
Like, so then I just like, you know, that shaka thing, you come like it work with me. You know what I mean? So it just kind of became synonymous from there, and we just run with it, my bro.
Esco the Shaka.
Yeah, and the people that probably hear me too, and because the sound has changed, it's not no some girl belly button. You know what I mean? Everybody feel like say a bass voice alone me a bar so. You know, the sound has changed in a whole heap of different ways, bro. It's become more conscious.
If you listen to like photo shoot and silence the haters, you get the vibration.
That was another big color, but teach them, you have to remind me some of the things them G,
cool,
man.
Man.
Silence the haters, Octane, version,
Right.
Sasko. You know what I mean, my bro? Being I do it and I try to do the good work in the music, my bro. And I do it too.
Yes.
I do it too.
And the thing happen.
It happen, my bro, man, and we give thanks and you know what I mean? The people them can look out to hear more from the artistic
side of the
side
thing.
now, yeah, cause you know what I mean? We'll put up some more singles now, along with the juggling them. I'm also signed to Warner Brother Music now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shocking that shock me
yeah,
again, everyone.
I'm telling me, G,
Yeah?
shock them.
As a recording artist or
Actually, as a producer and selector. You know what I mean? So it's like, because I wanted to keep my whole dancehall segment separate, and of course the music that was signed to do with Warner is of course totally international. So keep the career separate. I just got a smile for me, G, you know? In other words, we just...
God on time, man.
Yeah, God on time. We can't stop give thanks because, you know, everything take time and I do it thing and the work I pay her.
Ultimately, what you hope for your legacy be when this is over, when all is said and done? What Esco want to be remembered for? What kind of legacy you want to leave behind him?
I would say I would want to be probably the most successful artist / mogul. By that I mean, you know, I would hope to see myself, and I intend to see myself at the top in most facets of what I do, and then having all of that come together under one nice umbrella. So,
a Jay-Z vibration type of sound.
Yeah, I guess of course you can look on Jigga and emulate that. In other words, yeah, if we can bring it to that level of mogul status, that's ultimately one. Because I mean, I said this all the while, and people might not believe, you know, the music for me is not all about the hype or the hot song or even the super riches or the fame or the bag of gal them, and the thing is, it's so much more to it, my G. Like, we create every day in a studio and the song them not go nowhere, the breathing them not come out of the studio, and I would still feel fulfilled because I did that creation. So, you know, I want to mix the music with the business, and I want to write songs, I want to do some acting. I've been doing some acting recently, bro. I actually play a lead in a series.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's out?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What name?
Huh?
What's the name of it?
The series called Broken.
Broken,
Yeah.
what we finding?
But it's not out yet, so we've only
Oh,
done
it's
the
not
pilot.
out yet,
Yeah,
okay.
we've done the pilot episode and a few episodes. So,
Well, which platform will it be out on?
well, we're shopping now.
Oh, you're shopping?
Yeah, we're shopping now to see if somebody will pick it up and help us.
Like we're on Netflix
Reach
side?
to the 10. Yeah, I wouldn't mind reach on the flicks, yes. You know what I mean? I think the acting is pretty good. The script is wonderful. It's not typical of what you'd expect of a Jamaican film. It's nothing. There's no major violence. It's built around relationships and successful people, which I think is good because it shows a different angle of Jamaica.
Yes.
But yeah, I play lead in that, my G, and you know I do some more acting too. I've been talking to Storm Salt and them and see if we get some roles, and you know what I mean. We want to do some acting too and bring that together, bro. So in end all, bro, I would love to be that. You know, one of the first major artist moguls that Jamaica have seen. A man who act, produce, sing, songwrite, have the business, you know. Give thanks to my staff at my store. Store I take time when I go on.
Store name?
EC Makeup Bar. So about 6 years ago, I got into some makeup on the side and thing. And it's been trying, bro. You know, the pandemic slapped away for 6 to and thing, but we survive. And we're there with the strength of my mom and my sister. They give me help whenever I can pick up that slack. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
Where is it located?
It's in New Kingston. It's Shop 23, New Kingston Business Center. EC Makeup Bar, of course. You know, we offer all makeup services, all brands. Additionally, we do nails, lashes, brows. The whole 100. Body
yeah, work on the mogul thing, brother, man.
I'm telling me, G, you know, man, I feel like we just attack. You know?
Busy saying they just attack, man. Busy saying they just attack, bro.
Seriously, we want to bring it all together too, you know what I mean? The challenge is not just music alone, it's for really bring it in. And I encourage some of the other man them to me, G, for be as multifaceted as you can, if you can, you know what I say? Especially when man them have the big team. Supposed to can give the man them some food and spread out and say, yo, go do that business and go do that, go start that empire there. You know what I mean? Invest in some things, some real estate and some stocks and get the thing on a different level too, bro, man. You know?
Of all the smash rhythms, you know, the left side and Esco part of the journey, which one of them give you the greatest joy and reward when you sit down and reflect?
It would have to be throwback gig, you know.
Throwback gig, it start everything.
Yeah. It start everything is it. You know what I mean? I feel so grateful for that, my bro. It's like, you know, that song that make people recognize you all over the world. That's little song. People that go to places that people don't speak your language and them know you and them things. So that would be really it for me, bro, that first one there.
Them time there, I'm on left side and Esco project still.
No, that would be the baddest if you ask me.
Yeah, man, I buy project I read. You understand what you ask, man? We just make you know that.
Yeah, man, I eat me, bro.
You know, the Esco, the Shaka journey, which piece of work you have done or been on where give you that joy there, where say, yo, I really enjoy doing that something here.
In this case, it would be the most current achievement, you know, which would be the Bounty Cartel. And
Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, it represents a unity when I'm familiar with from the days, you know, the good days when we know, say, all right, then it was, you know, a unified effort. It was, you know, it felt good again to even do something on the level of the Bounty and Beanie collab. You know what I mean? And to me, I think it's even maybe one notch up. And you know, on the stripe level.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It is, bruh.
Yeah,
it is,
Cartel has been someone who, you know, I've been fascinated with the G talent, you know what I mean, is a friend to, is somebody who been through the industry with, you know what I mean, I only know the good parts of the G, and it's good to know that through him trials and them things in my face now, we can still do some work with him and do something with him, man. You know what I said, bro, it's nostalgic and at the same time, you know, exciting.
Me have to treat that interview in a particular way where, you know, you do some interview and you do it with a level of finality, you know, say, I hit this with the artist in terms of, you might not get to interview again, but somehow I feel like down the road, some major things are going on, we have to talk again. So I treat it a particular way. Zin, for the people them out there though who want to get in touch, what do you know for dub players? I'm sure you still do that, but from a production perspective, how they go about reaching out?
Via social, you know, my social is managed by some people, niche market, niche entertainment and stuff. Right now, we're not really under the management, we're doing fully indie, so even these deals and stuff is on me, and I actually have a partner from Finland. Big up Rasmus, you know what I mean? Because that's the guy I'm actually signed with. So I actually gone back in a duo too.
Oh.
You understand? For showing you that it's not really, I don't really have a problem teaming up, I'm not bitter and that, you understand? So, gone back into a duo that way and then so, but,
socials.
Yeah, we're going to
you
talk.
Tell what your name?
Link upon the social at Esco the Shaka. Everywhere you can Google me, ESCODASHOCKER. You know what I mean? If I reach out from the socials, even I'm sometimes active on the social too. So, you know what I mean? Enough producers and I mean big artists on the social now to me, G. So sometimes we're not really to take any communication.
Right, I know them ways there.
In this big market, yeah.
Yes. Selector, DJ, producer, engineer, songwriter. Which part?
Actor.
Actor. My apologies, sir.
Owner.
Which part the man most comfortable?
I mean, listen.
No, man, don't want everything. Where is it? Where are you most comfortable in all of them things that we just mentioned?
Right smack dab in the middle.
In the middle.
Right in the middle, like, you know what I mean? And I've been blessed to be able to kind of structure it, like where we're sitting now, the studios around
Right.
here. I have one office so I can go in for government store business. I have like a warehouse. And then my store they done this, and at the same time my family have their business too. So you know what I mean? It's been a long time, all heap of struggles, all heap of trials now, my G, and you know, it kinda come together in a way where I've been praying for, which is for it to be under one umbrella now. As I tell you, Mogul style. So now I'm in the middle of it is for me to continue to work hard, continue to stay humble and just push forward now, and you know me I say G and strengthen each area till it all come alive.
How many youths?
One, you know, with one on the way.
Little Empress with one on the way.
Yeah, I have a daughter, she's 16, Jasmine. You know what I mean?
For the one on the way, I trust that the pregnancy will be healthy and everything will, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, give
The right way.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Congratulations, man.
man.
Bad
Yeah,
thing,
man.
Do it, bro.
Stick.
Do it.
Gonna stick.
Male, female? Yes, I got the stick. Anything I shot the stick, you know?
Yeah, that's
Male
that.
or female? Child.
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
We don't know yet.
My thing.
I'm
But
hoping for the
congratulations.
boy,
Hoping for the boy. Balance.
The boy, balance.
Yeah, man. So hope for everything, mama will, you know what I mean?
Yes, man.
Have a healthy pregnancy and the thing will.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Bro, as me say, me I try to treat to the interview, no, so me have an interview for the fucking road.
Yeah, and I
See
hope
it?
people them really, you know what I mean, catch on to the amount.
I will if I
things
think
them
you demystify and I think, brother, I will if I curtain and pull from something. And me say, I have learned a lot, you know, reason with the man. I realize that the man mad in love with the thing, brother.
Yeah, man, fully.
And the
Fully.
creativity a flow. You have to do some things where some man probably think about but never get it done. Go on do the thing, brother.
Give thanks, my bro.
Yeah, understand what I say?
Yeah, man, I want to inspire some people too. So, people watching, big up on yourself. You know what I mean? Thanks for having me too, bro. And everybody watching, you know, it's okay to be multifaceted. It's okay if you even not pre your music and pre some other thing. It's okay to not necessarily want what other people want to. For want what you want out of the thing and go for that. So, you know what I mean? I'll leave them with that.
Yeah. Bro.
Every time. We're going to talk again, man.
Always, man. You
Promise
know,
you.
we're there, brother.
Promise you.
We're there, man. Go and do the thing. Mad.
Up and up.
Mad.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Like the video before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember to share the video with your friends and family. And browse the channel for more quality content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them.